Nothing elicits as much excitement as a well-placed power punch in boxing's heavyweight division, shaking even the most battle-hardened warrior to their boots. When you think of devastating power punchers who transcend the sport, those who truly considered all-time greats, Mike Tyson is rarely far from the conversation. However, there was one man who took the fight to a prime Iron Mike and hit him so hard, the New Yorker compared it to being kicked by a mule. Today we offer to remember this fight. The name Donovan Ruddock may not resonate with modern boxing fans in quite the same way as some of Tyson's more formidable opponents. With Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, and perhaps even James Buster, Douglas considered more prestigious. Yet it was Razor Ruddock who hit the former undisputed heavyweight world champion so hard during their first fight in March 1991, it left Tyson truly reeling. But before moving on to the fight, let's find out who this fighter was. Born in the heart of Jamaica, Ruddock moved to Canada as an 11-year-old and developed a love for boxing, which became a burning passion. As an amateur, he racked up a win against fellow émigré Lennox Lewis and moved onto the pro ranks for an assault on the heavyweight division. After stunning doctors by overcoming difficult respiratory problems, Razor began to rack up victories against some of the toughest fighters of the 1980s and was destined for a world title shot. However, in 1989, a scheduled fight with Tyson was canceled when the champion cited illness, instead taking on Buster Douglas the following year. Ruddock had gained a reputation as a fearful puncher, who was a left-hander fighting out an orthodox stance to devastating effect. His most lethal weapon was a technique he called the smash, which was a hybrid of a hook and an uppercut, which he delivered to opponents' heads with freakish speed and power to render them unconscious. Undeterred by Tyson's knockback, Ruddock instead took a fight against former world champion Michael Dukes in April 1990 to enhance his championship credentials and prove he deserved to be considered one of the best in the world. Despite going into the contest as an underdog, Ruddock stopped Dukes inside 4 rounds as he landed the infamous smash punch against the ropes and left the former champion out cold.
Sharp jab. Ruddock lands the right hand.
That hurt Dukes.
And another one.
He's hurt, Sam. Dukes is hurt. Now Ruddock, give himself a little room.
But he doesn't, and it's Dukes coming back. He's willing to stay in close for Dukes. And Dukes with the short punches. Oh, good counter.
Right now, Ruddock is fighting the wrong fight, not using his legs at all.
Good left hook. Dukes went down to the second straight. Dukes is down, and he may be out. It's all over.
The world could no longer ignore him as a force among heavyweights. Evander Holyfield was offered to defend his title against Ruddock, but instead opted to take the more lucrative and arguably safer option against an aging George Foreman. With Tyson still reeling from his embarrassing defeat against Douglas in Tokyo, the #1 and #2 ranked heavyweights met for the chance to fight the winner of the Holyfield-Foreman fight.
Tom tell you to come out. Is there any question? Shake hands. Good.
Tyson started aggressively, attempting to overwhelm his opponent. Ruddock was prepared, and in the first round alone, he cooled down Tyson's enthusiasm with precise left body shots.
Well, he'd thrown a big punch. He stumbled after the punch. This tension with a knife. Both men throwing punches. Any one of which could stop it.
In the second round, Donovan found himself in a slight knockdown. The punch landed on his guard, but Ruddock couldn't maintain his balance, leading referee Richard Steele to start the count.
Down goes Ruddock. He says he slipped.
In the third round, the Canadian experienced a more significant knockdown. A left hook from Iron caught him cleanly on the jaw, sending him to the canvas. Fortunately for Donovan, this happened towards the end of the 3 minutes.
Crowd erupting.
Good shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
What a counterpunch.
The fight was leaning in Tyson's favor, but Ruddock responded with danger. Tyson, however, was too eager to overpower his opponent and acted straightforwardly. And then the 6th round began. In the 6th round, Tyson advanced, but Ruddock aimed to control the distance. When Tyson managed to close in, Ruddock tied up his arms in clinches. Donovan didn't forget to land his signature left body shot between Tyson's arms. This punch halted Tyson and proved very effective against the shorter opponent.
Ringside, up close.
Tyson managed to catch Ruddock with a right hook, but immediately got entangled in a clinch, preventing him from developing his attack.
Oh, what a right hand by Tyson, who continues to stay on his feet. He's been knocked down twice.
Tyson tried various tactics and had grown accustomed to Donovan's left body shot. However, with a minute left, just as Tyson was slipping, Donovan delivered 2 left hooks to the body and rocked Tyson. He followed with a right hook to the body and a left hook to the head. Now it was Tyson's turn to clinch. Donovan escaped the clinch and landed a clean single right straight, snapping Tyson's head back. Tyson responded with 2 hooks from both sides. In the final moments, Ruddock successfully launched a few more left-handed attacks. Tyson began to taunt his opponent, showcasing his invincibility and pointing to his chin. This prompted another accurate right straight from Donovan. The bell rang. The audience cheered, and Richard Steele had to literally intervene between the fighters to separate them. In the 7th round, Mike rocked Ruddock with a series of punches, and referee Richard Steele intervened to stop the fight.
Yeah, but Ruddock for withstanding this kind of barrage. Oh, what a right by Tyson! Oh, the left! Now the right combination! Steele steps in! Is it over? It's over!
This happened while Donovan was still on his feet, sparking debates about the premature stoppage. An immediate rematch was scheduled. The second fight between Mike Tyson and Donovan Ruddock proved to be one of Tyson's greatest outings. The fight took place in June 1991, and both fighters were injured in a battle that went the full 12 rounds. In the match, Iron Mike proved yet again why he was one of the most devastating punchers in the sport of boxing. Tyson broke the jaw of Razor in the 4th round. However, Ruddock showed great grit and determination and went the distance despite his injury. In the process of punishing his opponent, Tyson also ended up injured. He suffered a perforated, torn eardrum, but walked away with a unanimous decision victory. Iron Mike was scheduled to face defending undisputed heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield in the aftermath of the win, but was sentenced to prison for the rape of Desiree Washington in 1992. For Ruddock, this was the pinnacle of his career as he recorded back-to-back knockouts before getting a title shot against Lennox Lewis. But, in the fight which was supposed to define his legacy against Lennox Lewis, Razor was brutally knocked out in the second round.
Рудdock пытается броситься в такую отчаянную атаку, но ничего не получается.